Hey, what's up guys? Aaron here, back with another video. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about the September 9th event that just took place, which is Apple's event where they announced the iPhone 6, the iPhone 6 Plus, as well as the Apple Watch. So, in case you missed it, Apple just wrapped up their media event where they announced the iPhone 6, the iPhone 6 Plus, as well as the Apple Watch. Now, the keynote started off pretty sluggish, in my opinion, due to the fact that they had a live stream going and was horrible throughout the entire process. I think only about maybe 20 minutes of the entire 2 hours played smoothly. Then Tim Cook took the stage and wasted absolutely no time with the normal statistics that they usually talk about how many iPhones they've sold and how many products that they've overall sold within the last year. And with that being said, he quickly announced both iPhones, the iPhone 6 as well as the iPhone 6 Plus. The iPhone 6 will have a 4.7-inch display, and the iPhone 6 Plus will have a 5.5-inch display. So all the leaks that we've seen so far have been correct. Now, both the new iPhones have a new Retina HD screen with ion strength technology and come with an IPS liquid display. Now, the iPhone 6 Plus is going to be 7.1 millimeters thick and will have a 1920 by 1080 display with a pixel resolution of 401. Now, the iPhone 6 will measure in at 6.9 millimeters thin and will have a 1334 by 750 screen, which equals 326 ppi. Now, Apple's including their A8 chip in both iPhones as well as their new M8 motion coprocessor. Now, both iPhones have 25% faster CPUs, and the A8 processor is 50% more effective than the A7. There's a new barometer inside of the iPhones, including elevation count. We're also going to get faster 150 megabyte LTE speeds. We're also going to get VO LTE, which is voice over LTE that moves a 3G call over to 4G or LTE whenever possible. We're also going to get faster Wi-Fi with 802.11 AC, which is 3 times faster, as well as Wi-Fi calling with the transition to 4G. Both cameras are going to have an 8 megapixel iSight camera with True Tone flash, as well as a f2.2 aperture. Now, the iPhone 6 will get digital image stabilization, while the iPhone 6 Plus will have optical image stabilization. We're also going to get face detection as well as autofocus that's twice as fast. Now, both models of the iPhone record video at 1080p at 30 frames per second as well as 60 frames per second, and also has slow motion features at 120 seconds all the way up to 240 frames per second. Now, Touch ID is going to now support third-party apps. You'll be able to choose between gold, silver, or space gray. And for the iPhone 6, the price is starting at $199, $299, or $399 on a 2-year contract. And the iPhone 6 Plus is starting at $299, $399, and $499. Now, it's pretty odd that Apple got rid of the 32 gigabyte option that was available for the iPhone. So now the only options available is 16, 64, and 128. So September 19th is going to be the release date for both iPhones. September 12th is going to be the pre-order dates for both devices. And iOS 8 is set to launch on September 17th. Now, the 5S and the 5C are going to remain free and 99 cents. Now, Apple also announced 6 silicone cases as well as 5 leather cases for the iPhones. Now, Apple went on to announce Apple Pay, their new payment system. And both iPhone 6s now have an NFC bar across the top. You can now use the rear iSight camera to verify credit cards. And Apple made it a point to mention that Apple Pay does not store your credit card information, but it uses a technology called dynamic security. Now, you'll be able to use Apple Pay at over 220,000 locations, including McDonald's. And Apple also released an Apple Pay API as well. Now, once all the announcements were over about both iPhones, it seemed like Tim Cook definitely had something more up his sleeve. And sure enough, he did the iconic move that hasn't been done since Steve Jobs passed away, and that was to reveal one more thing. And the crowd iconically screamed for the "one more thing" phrase. And then finally it was announced, the Apple Watch. Now, it's extremely interesting that we've seen numerous iPhone 6 parts leaked, but we didn't see not one part of the Apple Watch leaked. Now, there's definitely some standout features about the Apple Watch. One feature is that it's not circular. It also has no camera. However, it has a very nice and unique crown dial, and that dial is going to be pretty much your home button and your button to activate and use the entire watch. Now, the device is made out of one single piece of sapphire crystal and also incorporates haptic feedback. This also has a water-resistant speaker, which makes it obviously water-resistant. There's also a zirconia back with 4 sapphire crystals with 4 unique sensors. Apple also introduced a very nice looking charging cable. Now, the Apple Watch has digital touch communication, has NFC built in, and one awesome feature that was demoed and displayed at the event was maps on the Apple Watch. Let's say you're a pedestrian getting walking instructions. All you need to do is set your location on your maps on your Apple Watch, and it'll give you haptic feedback every time you need to turn. Now, not only will it give you haptic feedback, it'll give you different vibrations when it comes to the haptic feedback on which direction that you need to turn as well. You can also send tweets and reply to Facebook messages directly from the Apple Watch. Now, another pretty awesome feature that Apple announced was that you're able to do something that's pretty unique, and you're able to send emoticons as well as heartbeats over to another person's Apple Watch. And they also announced that they have a new fitness user interface and a whole new fitness application and ecosystem for the Apple Watch. Now, the Apple Watch is said to control the Apple TV and is also said to be a second viewfinder for your iPhone's camera. And one thing we were pretty sure about was that, is the Apple Watch only going to work with the iPhone? And the answer is yes. So the Apple Watch does require the iPhone. However, it does require an iPhone 6, iPhone 6 Plus, an iPhone 5S, an iPhone 5, and an iPhone 5C. And also introduced was a very cool charging system called inductive charging. One more thing that was announced was Apple Pay also works with the Apple Watch. Now, Apple heavily highlighted the digital crown on the right side of the device as being something that you're going to be using heavily when using the Apple Watch. That digital crown gives you the option to scroll in and out, which is a very cool feature. So anyways, guys, I just wanted to give you guys this quick heads up and quick update on what took place today at Apple's media event, where they announced the iPhone 6, the iPhone 6 Plus, and the Apple Watch. Now let me know down in the comments section below if you're going to be purchasing any one of these three items or maybe all three. Let me know what your thoughts are on all three items, what the pros and cons that you think are. And I'm going to be giving away an iPhone 6 Plus, an iPhone 6, as well as an Apple Watch here on the channel. So if you have not yet subscribed, now's a great time to do so. I'd like to thank you guys for watching. As I mentioned earlier, my name is Aaron, and I'll see you guys on the next one.